So the other one is the graduate attributes. General, suppose if we say a student of the Department of Education CUTN, what are the models of them? Our student, what are the characteristics for them? That we call it as graduate. It's in general. It is not whether it is as soon as they finish or after 5 years they are finished. It's not in terms of the years. Just if we say a student of this department of CUTN, what are their characteristics, and that one we call it as graduate attributes. And mostly it may be common to all. If it is a little bit different with specific to your course, you can always welcome to change with respect to your own course. Generally discipline knowledge will be common. With respect to the communication skills is common for across all curriculum. Critical thinking, problem solving, cooperation. I have taken this from our UGC in India's. They have given one guidance how to frame OBE format, and from that I have taken this. And OBE format from Bangladesh, that also very good. They have given a template also for OBE, that also was very good for referring, for preparing this. Actually, up to generally we can go up to 12, more than 10 to 12 we can give graduate attributes. And mostly if it is same thing is useful for it, this also we can take. Nothing that can also modify to suit your own program. So that can also we can use it. Everything may be common for all, lifelong learning, creativity, reasoning. For all programs, this may be common. So now we go for the another term. So we have finished vision. The third one was program educational objective. The fourth one is program outcome. This, as soon as they complete the course, what are the things? What are their abilities as soon as they complete the course? And this we have to align with our graduate attributes. And for our integrated BSc B.Ed course, a 4-year course, we have framed program outcomes for that as 6. So 1, address teaching learning effectively, demonstrate efficacy in teaching learning, design and develop teaching learning materials, address the needs of the learners effectively, enhances communication skill, evaluates the learning abilities of their learners. So these we have kept for program outcomes. Next task is mapping our program outcome with that of program educational objective. Okay, in the same way as I have said earlier, and as I have also said, we'll also give one example where there is no correlation, and this is that example. PO4 tells that address the needs of the learner effectively. Program outcome 4. Program educational objective 2, it says that integrate ICT tools in teaching. So these two are not correlating. Therefore, I have kept as it is. There is no correlation. So it is that it can be less in number, like that we have maybe 1 or 2. It can be not. Since I have told you should not, we should not make that many 5 or 10 like that. It cannot be. At least 1 or 2. If it comes, it's okay. It's nothing wrong in that. That 100% there should be a correlation between the both. At least if 1 or 2, it's bound to come sometimes. If it comes, because one I said ICT may not correlate with that. Therefore, I have given dash. Okay, so this also we can say truly, that is also good. So, but we have to see that it is less than number. Maybe like that, if you have like cells, some 25 or 30, it can be 2 or 3 like that. With that, it can have more than that. If it is there, then let us rephrase our word to have more common correlation. That will be, if you are getting more dashes, then let us sit back, let us go back to our PEO or PO. Align the lesser thing to the higher thing, because we have fixed the vision, everything has been fixed. Therefore, we have to rephrase our PO to match our PEO, like that we have to do. So up to this is common for, suppose if you take BSc BA, up to this is common for all papers under this BSc BA. Up to this is common. So once if we frame this, then we can keep constant. Hereafter we are going for a specific paper that we call it as a term course. So again I will repeat, starting from the from vision, mission, PEO, graduate is also common, PEO and PO, mapping. So with this, it is common for a particular program. Suppose if in a department, if they give two programs for, and then they have to have two like this. Suppose if you are giving, if we are giving, we are not giving. If we are giving MEd will be having a different PO or PO, and BSB will be having a different. So this will be for different courses, a different program. Under a program for all course, we have to use the same. So therefore, I'll strike out the MEd, and this is for BSB. So up to this is common. Then we are going for each course. We may be having some 5 or 6 papers in a semester or 3 papers in a semester. So here each course start. So now these are the course name, course code, and all will be given, and the credit will be. So lecture, tutorial, and practical. If possible, we can put, if there is no, if only theory course, then we can limit to theory itself. So 400 like that also we can. So depends upon the department. So then it is a different for each course. So now we are going for writing course outcome. This course outcome is answered is the previous PPT. We have written that column 3rd SIO. We said students define chemical bond. That is what we have to write now. And what are the characteristics of it? The characteristics of it is this. We will put a small. We'll put a acronym SMART. SIO's character is specific, it is measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So therefore we will put a acronym SMART. General thing is it is observable and measurable. It's observable and measurable. So I'll go for the course outcomes. These are my course outcomes. See that there may be many numbers. Since we are giving 5 units, I have taken only 5 course out. Many more also it can come, but you can give the more prominent one. Suppose if you are taking the first unit, which will be more prominent outcome of that first unit, that we can give. Why I am saying this is for a particular unit, only one outcome won't be coming, more than one will be coming. But if you are writing more, no, then it will be difficult for us, because again we have to go for COPO mapping, course outcome, program outcome mapping. If you are giving more in number, then that will be difficult for us. Therefore, from a unit, let us just have an idea of that unit. In that unit, which will be the more prominent outcome, that let us have it as a course outcome. Let us go to the second unit, which will be the more prominent outcome in that. So let us have it. Even if you have 1 or 2 more, that is enough, like 7 or 8. But if you have 20, we can have nothing wrong in that. If we have 20, again we have to go for mapping. That is the only difficult. No other problem. If you have plenty, let us have also plenty. It is left to the course instructors. If they want to say more number of course outcome, let them say, and they have to map it with respect to PO. That is the only difficulty. If it is 5 or 6, it will be handy and it is easy. Others, if they are seeing, that will be easy to understand. So that is the only constraint in that. So this is the words. As we have given SIO of the previous PPT. So illustrate, examine, formulate, assess, explain. So all those things correlated to a particular ability. Understand, apply, examine. So formulate comes under create. Assessing means they are doing some practical. So intelligence, IQ is measured with using some tool. Even in internet, we have Mensa.organization. There we can directly go and measure our IQ. So it's a measurement using a tool. Therefore, it is a skill.